Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jets work their way onto the field, led by the number 3 overall pick in 2018, Sam Darnold. And during the offseason, Darnold was asked where he was looking to improve. He told everybody being more comfortable in the pocket. He looked back to the numbers from his rookie campaign, 17 touchdowns and 13 starts. So just imagine what a relaxed and more experienced Darnold might be able to accomplish with a stronger set of receivers now here in 2019.
Right there in the middle, 55. You track.
On first down, it's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
When you draft a rookie quarterback in 2018, as the Jets did in Sam Darnold, you've got to surround him with talent. And Jamison Crowder, coming over from Washington, is one of the better guys you can get. A nifty slot receiver who can put up big numbers when given an opportunity.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shane Ray drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go,
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A look now at the Oakland offense.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. What if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up?
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
That's all right, baby. Going the other way.
After review of the play, The ruling on the field is reversed.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A play fake. Now Kelly. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jordan Jenkins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Play action, it's Kelly. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This complete to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Second and 6 at the Jets' 22-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On the draw, Rashard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Off play action, Kelly. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
Here's Kelly. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
This is Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. That's where Crowder makes his hay, in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with them in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years, then sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. To throw is Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game, because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson: back in November of 1968, there was a game between these 2 teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually, coverage was broken away from that game on the East Coast to show the movie. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller, He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Now Kelly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Crowder now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Darnold on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The big fella, 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
To throw is Kelly. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Brandon Copeland coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Kelly. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Richard lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here, 7-0. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Kelly now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Bell. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Kelly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To throw, Kelly. And that that will be incomplete.
I'm going to hit you all day.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a change of possession here on the punt. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw, Darnold. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. He dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Kelly to throw again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out.
And Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off.
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Shane Ray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. That one good for 33 and a first. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Darnold now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. That'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the toe.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Kelly. And he fins him up. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and 2, Kelly. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones, and he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it down to the 32. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They run it with Jacobs. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust?
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Now, overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Now Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Crowder's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shane Ray able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 10 over.
They'll go with a keeper, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go, son. Watching you five. Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3.
Darnold now to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4.
Now it's Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The final score now from Chicago, and it's the Giants that wound up winning that one. Eli Manning, 2 touchdown passes in the W. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Kelly. Got his man. It's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Kelly. Going to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Kelly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things.